Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a Coach reveal, and I purchased this from the Iconic again. I tend to buy a lot of my Coach from the Iconic because sometimes they have sales or I can get a small discount through that Shop Back app. I talk about that all the time, not sponsored, it's just something I use. And anyway, and I thought that this was going to be like a feel-good purchase. I recently went on a school camp with the year level that I teach, and it was a difficult week. It was a long week, and you know, sometimes you just want that little pick-me-up, and coming home to a great laksa and a glass of rosé just wasn't enough for me. And anyway, so I had thought that maybe I was going to make this purchase, and clearly I did, but I thought I was going to love it, and I don't. So just to let you know, I will be returning this piece, which is a shame, but in this video I'm going to share with you why I chose it, what I thought it would be, how it actually is, and essentially in amongst all of that, why I'm returning it. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I do hope you'll consider subscribing. I'd like to get to the 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That would be great. And if you're not so new, thank you again for your support. So let's get into it, shall we? Whenever I purchase something from the Iconic, unless it's clothing or something small, it usually comes in a box. And given that this is a bag, and a Coach bag no less, this is how it arrived. It came like this to me, and it was left at my doorstep. When was it? The other day on Monday. It's currently Wednesday, 20th of August. And it was left at my doorstep just like this. And I was actually annoyed at that because there's no protection around it. In fact, this is the only protection that there is, just another plastic bag. Now, anything could happen in transit. Anyone could have stomped on it, something heavy fallen on it, you know, like damaged it in some way. So I'm annoyed with the Iconic for that, but this video is not about the Iconic necessarily, it's about the bag. So the bag that I had my heart set on is the horse and carriage coated canvas crescent bag. So it's known as the Mira Bag, and that's the information about it there. And my understanding is that this is an outlet bag. I don't have a problem with outlet bags. I have a couple already, and I prefer boutique bags, but at the same time, there are some that are made for the outlet, which are beautiful, right? And some that are only available through the outlet. Anyway, initially, well, I knocked myself out. The bag that I had been interested in was this bag, but the brown canvas. I'll put a photo here to show you. And while I was on camp the whole week, I kept watching it, you know, I kept looking, and I kept sort of almost pulling the trigger, but then I kept also hesitating because on a Saturday, the Shop Back app usually has a higher percentage discount. So I thought I'll just wait until the Saturday, right? Anyway, so I did. I waited until the Saturday and I didn't buy it. I still hesitated. The Shop Back percentage wasn't that great back. So I thought, no, I'll keep waiting. And then the Afterpay Day, you know, sales were happening. This bag was originally $725. And now that's on the Coach website, outlet site. Actually, I didn't find it on the site. This was only at the Iconic. The retail price was $725. No, ma'am, not for this. Oh, hell no, not $725 for this. That's why I was waiting for a sale. Then they had 25% off. So it came to $543, and I thought, that's good. That's not too bad. I thought, you know, I'm okay. I feel all right spending around that $500 mark for a bag because to me, let's face it, anything under $1,000 is good price, right? Anyway, and then the brown was sold out at that Afterpay Day sale, 25% off. So anyway, I just left it. And then the Iconic sort of like, they notice when you've got something sitting in their cart or your cart, whatever, and they'll often send a message and say, hey, we're going to give you an extra 10%. You can use it if you spend over $150. And I was like, yeah, okay. So sometimes exceptions will apply naturally, but that 10% was valid on this purchase. So the full price came to $489 and something cents, right? And I thought, even better. It's under $500 now, even better. Right? So I bought it. And when it arrived the other day, like I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking, oh, it's quite nice. But when it arrived the other day, I kind of was underwhelmed. I pulled it out of the packaging. That annoyed me. But I pulled it out and I thought, oh, Oh, now I know recently Autumn Beckman did a video about these crescent shaped bags, and you know how they're sort of like the latest bag look and everything, and they've been around for a long time, they're timeless and all that type of thing. Absolutely. So I was excited about getting this. What I loved about this bag in particular the most was that being canvas, I knew I could use it as an everyday bag if I wanted to, and I loved the beautiful leather trim in this color. I don't know the color of the leather trim, my apologies. I don't know Coach that well, like some other people who are absolute diehard Coachies, and I'm sort of like just dipping my toe into the Coach pool. But at the same time, I loved it, and I thought this will be nice. Even though it's not dark, it's okay. I didn't want the dark canvas one to clash with my Louis Vuitton St. Cloud GM that I have. So I took it out of the packaging, quite liked it. I thought it's okay. I didn't love the print. I didn't like love it on the chalk background because I thought maybe, not sure. The zipper is beautiful. The zipper's got a gorgeous pull, which is the chain with the C. I actually like it. The gold is not overly shiny. It's more sort of antique gold, a little bit more matte. And inside the bag, we have stuffing. That's it. So I have a feeling someone else purchased this and then returned it. That's the only stuffing there was. Granted, there's a lot in there, but that's the only stuffing. Then we have the little useless satin dust bag. I really wish that Coach would improve their dust bags, but anyway. Then we have the long brown leather strap, adjustable and removable, and I love this color, this sort of cognac color. It's gorgeous. It's not burnished and it's not glove tanned leather, but it's really nice, and there's a little keeper hanging off the end. The hardware is, you know, the standard. It's got Coach debossed on it. It's lovely. You know, like here's the buckle with the Coach debossed on it. Sorry, the light is making it too bright to see. Anyway, that's your strap, which is really nice. I really love the strap. Then it came with this strap too. So it's a lot like, you know, the chain tabby, the tabby chain bag. What's it called? Chain tabby bag, whatever. And this is a really nice strap. It's like, it's beautiful. If you look at it, it's got that detail on the links, and it's hefty, it's heavy. So obviously using this on the bag would make the bag heavier, because with the leather strap and the bag itself, they weigh nothing, right? I don't mind if a bag is heavy. I like it if it's heavy because it's almost like a security. I know it's there. Does that make sense? And the inside of the bag is all lovely. It's like a lovely brown color. It's that sort of, you know, faux suede, like that brushed cotton feel. It's got the pocket there with the press stud. It's got the creed. It's got its usual spiel on it. I'm actually wanting to learn how to read the codes because I don't know how to do that. Maybe Autumn, you can do a video on that if you haven't already. But anyway, here it is. There's the code. I mean, there's the, the code and the creed, and the pocket with the press stud. This press stud is not very difficult to open, you know, unlike some of the others. It's like really, really tight. And look, it's fully lined. It's actually quite nice. It's got the brown swing tag here, just Coach written on it. It's not necessarily a special bag in any way. And it's nice. I like it, but I just didn't love it, you know. And then also, I just thought, and speaking with my friend, you know, it's overpriced for what it is, I think. Says she who has overpriced other bags. Other overpriced bags are English good. So I just thought, no, I'm not going to keep it. It just wasn't everything for me. Does that make sense? But I thought I'd show you what fits in this before I send it back, just out of interest if anyone else is interested in this particular bag. Before I show you what fits in the bag, this is what the bag looks like with the metal chain strap, and it's quite nice. It's got a lovely big drop. I don't have a problem with it fitting over my shoulder. Actually, it looks quite nice. I'm starting to like it now. No, I've decided I'm sending it back. So that's what it looks like with that strap. This is what it looks like with the longer leather crossbody strap. Now, from memory, if I remember correctly, the brown canvas one had the leather going through here as well, and I really liked that look, that effect, but this one doesn't have it. Look, I could be wrong, but I'll have the picture here anyway, or I will have already. And that's what it looks like with the strap. The little keeper is here, and I'm not going to take it apart because I am going to return it, so I don't want to do the wrong thing. But that's it, and as you can see, it's got a lot of adjustment holes. It's got 6, 7. 7 tends to be the standard, doesn't it? And this could go shoulder bag, what's the word? Shoulder height, shoulder bag style, whatever words, or crossbody. And crossbody, you know, it looks okay. It's not bad. But in a way, it's sort of like, I don't know, sort of juts out like here, from here. It sort of tilts. It's maybe because it's empty, but I don't really love it. But anyway, that's what that looks like done up with the straps. But now, just to show you what can fit, let's get onto that. Now, if you know me, if you've been with me for a little while, you know I don't carry a lot, but I will put extra in here just to show you what does in fact fit, in case you're interested in this bag. Look, it's lovely. I think it's just not for me. I find it's probably a tad short this way, but anyway. Okay, now this was very interesting to do because obviously being crescent shaped like this, the curvature is actually quite obvious, it's quite pronounced, and most of my SLGs have, although rounded corners, but they're still sort of rectangular or square in shape. So what I've done is I've played around with it, and what I have here is the Coach Basquiat, what do they call it? The corner zip wristlet. Love that piece. Then in here I have my this wallet, the LV, whatever this is called, I can't remember the name of it, the coin and card wallet. So that's just in there, the wristlet. This is the other Louis Vuitton Empreinte pouch that I have been using for years and I adore. Such a shame that you can't really get hold of it very easily. This is my clay, just here, and I've just popped it in this way, and I've stood it up here in this section, which is a little bit sort of higher than this. Not that that's bigger, but you know, it just works better. But the problem is that anything that you put along here fits along the slope. So as you can see, you can't stand it up like that. You sort of have to tilt it and do that type of thing. So that's not ideal. And especially if you're like me and you're out and about and you just quickly shove things in and out of your bag, you don't want to have to be playing Tetris when you're on the run. And then on this side here, I just have a lip product just there because, you know, lip balm is a lip oil thing. So I've just popped that in there. Now, that's what it looks like that. Let's see if I can zip it up. I'm worried about this one here in the corner. Probably won't. So, and I can't even like move this over more because I'm already, the corner of the wallet is already here. So let's see what this looks like. I'd probably have to use less, I guess. And that's it. I can only get to that. So look, probably in the long run, this might be more of a hassle bag for me. So I'm not going to keep it. And I'm not forcing anything into it because, of course, I am going to return it. So I don't want to, you know, damage the bag for anyone else. But unfortunately, I'm just throwing everything on my bed. Unfortunately, this is not going to be a keeper for me. It's a lovely looking bag. I just think that it's not really going to work for me for what I wanted to do. And what I've noticed already is, can you see the zipper? So the shoulders of the zipper here are already starting to sort of curl a little bit. And I mean, you know, you can pop them down, it's not a problem, but you're not always going to want to have to do that. So it's a shame that, you know, this is so flimsy feeling, you know what I mean? But all in all, it is a lovely bag. It does look striking. If you're the type of person that carries very few things, well then this will be a great one. Go for it, why not? I just think that for me, I think I would rather have something different that I know that I love as soon as I open it. I didn't love this as soon as I took it out of the packaging. So yeah, let me know, do you have this bag? I know they made like a furry sort of shearling or faux shearling, I'm not sure, version of this, and I know they have the leather ones as well, and apparently the leather ones are glove tanned leather and they're lovely. But again, I would probably have to put less in it. But for the most part, what I showed you is what I have been carrying a lot lately. But all in all, I've made the decision. I've already activated the return through the Iconic website, and it's going back. So let me know what your thoughts are on this bag. Is this a bag that you would like in this shape? Is this something that you would keep? Do you use this shape? How does it work for you? Does it not work for you? All of the above plus more. You know that I like interacting with you. So as always, I look forward to reading your comments. Take care, everybody. God bless. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.